Hey guys, Eskalia here. Um, we're a couple days removed now from Seeds of Acceptance, and I think it's time. I've had enough time to kind of gather my thoughts and talk to you guys. I well, I say I've had enough time to gather my thoughts, but my thoughts are still everywhere. I'm still in shock, I think is the right word. Um, I every morning, every time I go to sleep, I wake up and I think, wait, was that all a dream? Is this still coming? And every time I get to be reminded that no, it's not a dream. We actually did it. I mean, Seeds of Acceptance was nothing short of a monumental success. There's no other word to describe just how incredible of an event it was. I I'm gonna try and get through as much of this as I can without getting emotional. And I know I promised on this charity stream that I wouldn't get emotional there because we don't need to see me crying for 24 hours. That wasn't gonna be fun for anybody, um, but it's coming. Um, it was so incredible to get to perform for you guys for 24 hours. I mean, I'm used to doing, 4, 6, maybe 8 hours on a long night, but just to get to stay up with you guys for that long and knowing that we were doing something for such a great cause was. I've never had a feeling like that in my life. Uh, I said for a long time that the first episode of Limit Break Radio was the proudest moment of my life. It was the first time in my life that I was doing what I wanted to do for a living for you guys. And that moment now is only eclipsed by Seeds of Acceptance. Um, to get to perform for you guys and entertain everybody and just have everything, all the incredible outpouring of support coming back, and for such, like I say, such a great cause. Not only for such a great cause, but a cause that's very personal to me. And in a lot of ways, this felt like acknowledgement, or maybe justification's not the word I'm looking for, but I felt accepted myself as my feminine self for the first time in my life. I saw people refer to me as Callie instead of as Joe or as Eskalia. And to get to perform as my feminine self and to be able to be so successful as that is a feeling that I'm not certain that I can now or ever will be able to put into words. I don't know that I'll be able to. Before we get too deep into that, though, let's go over some of the particulars. Like $2,100.12 in a 24-hour stream. That's unbelievable. Nell was telling me that for comparison, Pokeathon was going on the same weekend, and they're an annual charity drive where a bunch of big time YouTubers do a weekend long stream playing Pokemon games and stuff like that. And they did the whole weekend. A bunch of them, they've done it for years, and there was more than one person, and they raised $5,000, which is incredible and so great for them. But like, think about that. In one day, we did 2,100 on our first attempt. It's unbelievable, and I'm still sitting here in shock at that. When I got up, when I finally turned the webcam off and got up and hugged my friends and family, I was shaking because I couldn't believe it. When I say that, we went into it thinking, if we get a few $100, that would be outstanding. That's not a lie. That's not an embellishment. That's what that was our expectation, was a few $100, and we'd have been happy with that. We would have been thrilled to. Oh God, I gotta get the music down a little bit here. I'm sorry. We'd have been thrilled to get that amount of money and that amount of support for the cause. And what did we do instead? Like, we did 10 times what we expected. Every stretch goal we put out there, we made. And that's incredible. And it's you guys. Like, I cannot tell you how many people I've seen say, thank you, Callie, thank you, Eskalia, thank you for the show. No! No! Don't thank me. There's nothing in this world I would have rather done. Believe me, there's nothing I would have rather done. You guys made that. It's you guys. It always is you guys, and I've said that so many times now, I know, but it's always you guys, every single time. Every time we do an episode of Limit Break Radio, every time we stream, and when we do charity streams, it's you guys that make that happen. And don't ever disbelieve, or don't ever believe anything else anyone tells you, because it's the truth. And it's not just us, whether it's Chocobo Dash, whether it's State of the Realm, whether it's Aetherite Radio, it's the fans that make it happen. You guys are the reasons we perform. So, I guess I want to say thank you to you guys for being there, and not only to those of you who were able to donate, and believe me, to those of you who were able to donate, thank you so much, guys. Like, that means the world, but it's not just the people who were able to donate, it's the people who were there for 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 20. Some people were there the entire stream. Like, it's you guys too. Like, do you know how disheartening it would have been to be like 4 in the morning when I learned that you can't fucking card Tonberries, and to find out that like only 2 people were watching? Like, I'd have been like, that would have been heartbreaking. But instead, when I looked over, 107 people were tuned in at 4 in the morning watching me fight Tonberries. What else can I say? Like, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Like, I'm just rambling on, I know. This is what happens when you just give Callie a microphone and say talk. I had this scripted out, but I took the script and I put it in the garbage can, because this is you don't cheapen this with scripted words. You gotta speak. The last couple hours was brutal. I've never been so tired in my entire life, and I wanted so bad. Like, around the time I was farming the El Noel cards to get my Lionheart, I was just like, I just want to go to bed. That was the only moment I actually thought about quitting, and just being like, I'm too tired to keep going. But I couldn't. I knew I couldn't. You guys worked so hard to help make this a successful event that it would have been wrong of me to give up. I would never have forgiven myself. Like, I'd have gone to bed and I would have woken up and I would have hated myself forever. I don't know if I'd hate myself forever. I'd have probably hated myself forever. I don't forgive myself for things very easy. But instead, we kept trucking on, and we beat it, and we finished in at 24 hours, 1 minute, and 38 seconds with 2 party members still alive, spamming Mega Elixirs, and Quistis gets the final killing blow, which is incredible. And just what an event! Having my brother here and my cousin here managing the stream, having family here, was awesome. And Luke volunteering to have himself duct taped to a wall was just great. That was so much fun. The teams, if I had tried to plan it, I couldn't have done any better. Oh, what perfect music is this, right? If I had planned it any better, I couldn't have. Like, the team fixers, breakers, and palindrome, that was so much fun. We enjoyed the absolute hell out of that, and I wanted you guys to know that, like, everyone tells me that they had fun watching. Like, I want you guys to know how much fun we had performing it for you guys. Like, how much, like, apart from maybe this smile right now, the smiles you saw me giving on Seeds of Acceptance are the most genuine you will ever see from me. I have never had so much fun in my entire life. And all I can think about is, when's the next one? Like, when can we continue to do this? And I know we need time and everything, but I mean, the planning has already begun. Like, it's the planning for Seeds of Acceptance started in mid-May of this year. That's when I first had the idea to do a charity stream. And I knew I wanted the game to be Final Fantasy VIII because that's been my favorite game since the first time I played it, and I knew that that's what it had to be for my first charity stream. I talked to the Limit Break Radio guys about it in June. Started communicating with Nell about helping me out with it maybe a bit in June, and we made the formal announcement at the end of June, early July, and the planning went from there. And next time, I want it to be something even bigger. I want it to be something even grander. And that's why it's going to be about 6 months from now. The next one's going to be. We're going to have 6 months to plan and get this thing awesome. I'm planning for it tentatively in February. More details to come. There's still a billion and one things that need to be worked out. But there will be another one, I wanted you guys to know. And I also wanted you to know that Seeds of Acceptance is going to be an annual thing. The charity I'm going to play for probably in February is not going to be LGBT related. Seeds of Acceptance is going to be an annual LGBT charity. Next year, I'm not going to play FF8 again. I'll play a different one. But there will be an annual LGBT charity from me every August called Seeds of Acceptance. The one I'm going to play for in February, I'm still deciding on the cause. I don't know yet what I want to play with. I might ask my partner helping me what it's going to be. So look forward to that. But enough of that. This is not about the next thing. This is about what we just did. And I keep saying it, but just thank you guys so much for all that you gave and all that you helped with. Big shout outs to the other streamers and the other YouTubers who helped promote it. I was blown away. Every person I talked to about helping to promote the event said yes. Every one of them. And that was so cool to see, and it's such a nice reminder that we are getting there in terms of acceptance of people with gender identity issues. Like, it's come so far in the last decade, and that we can continue to help build that tolerance and build that acceptance of each other is incredible. And the reason this has been so big for me is because I'm kind of at this point in my life where I'm making those decisions about who I want to be and what I want to do with my life. And of course, I want to be a performer. It's my dream to perform for you guys full time one day, and I'm still working towards that. And if you think you're getting rid of me, you're not, because I'm going to keep working at it, and one day I will be a full-time performer for you guys. But this was my opportunity to give something back if I could, and you guys all helped with that so much in this world where a lot of the time it doesn't feel like you can make a difference. It feels like no matter how much work you put into something, it doesn't really make a difference. And I think a lot of us face that. And just, I wanted you all to know that we made a difference. We did. Like, $2,000 to a charity, that's a big deal. It's a huge deal. And it's you guys. I say it all the time. I say it on Limit Break Radio. I say it in the Green Room videos. I say it when I'm streaming. You guys are heroes. You guys are heroes to me, and you're heroes to now any person with gender issues who comes through Go Affirmations. Like, you're helpful to them too. And I no thanks that I could give would be able to mention that. This, however, is just not appropriate music. Like, what is this? What is this ridiculousness? Next song. Oh, for the love of Mike. Shouldn't have used the stream playlist. Okay, yeah, that's nice. That's lovely. Here we go. How about how about Liberty Fatale? There we go. Sorry, losing my train of thought here. You guys are the greatest community of fans I have ever had the privilege of knowing. And you can believe that. Everyone I talk to says, you guys were amazing. The amount of support that came out of you guys, everyone, it's not just me who is shocked. Believe me, I talk to hosts on other shows and they're blown away by the numbers that we brought in. I'm blown away. The other LBR hosts, we're all blown away. And at the same time, we all know, because the Final Fantasy XIV community is one of the greatest there's ever been. The Limit Break Radio community is one of the greatest there's ever been. And god damn it, the Escasuals are one of the greatest communities I've ever known. And for you guys to be so supportive and help so much means the world to me. It means I'm... it means I love you guys. And I just want you to know that you guys have been there for me anytime I've had a problem with anything. And I want you to all know that I'm here for you too. I'm not lying when I encourage you to reach out to me if you need something. I'm available on Twitter at Eskalia. I'm available on Skype, Eskalia_Ryumasa. Don't ever hesitate to approach me. Please, don't. I love this opening scene. I'm sorry. It's nice to hear this music again. Guys, thank you so much. I am working on getting the video of the highlights together. That'll be out soon. Until then, I'm sorry I've rambled on like an idiot on this thing. I probably have not made any sense. You're probably wondering why the hell you bothered giving money. But just know that it has gone to a great cause. And I cannot thank you enough. But I'm going to try to. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. And like always, have yourselves a wonderful tonight, a safe tomorrow, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one, guys.